everyone, it's me Jen from M Just Like You, and today I have a review on the new Sigma precision brushes. I'm really excited to show you this review because it's a new product that I am absolutely been in love with. And of course you guys already know that I absolutely love the Sigmax brushes because of their density, of their synthetic brushes, how it works well and how it blends foundation, powder, bronzer, everything into the skin, and it makes it look so natural and beautiful. But now that the precision brushes are out, I think I have to say I love these more. So if you're interested in this review, please stay tuned. In this review today, I'm going to actually talk about each one a little bit, as well as tell you what my impressions are, as well as what I used it for, and then show you how I apply it. That's why on my face right now, I only have eye makeup and I don't have any foundation, concealer, or anything like that, because I do want to show you that these brushes are really great to use on a regular basis. Alright, let's start out with the round top one. The round top one is extremely similar to the round top kabuki. As you can see, it's very dense, very like a kabuki brush, but it's actually rounded. The rounded edges actually help you use it in really crevices areas and little areas. And what I actually do love using this for is applying my primer, such as a paint pot. So using like a MAC paint pot underneath your eyeshadow is going to help make the eyeshadow last longer, because it's something that the eyeshadow can adhere to. And because it's something that is a cream product, I would usually use my fingers. But using your fingers sometimes makes it a little bit harder, because you might use your hand on your face and you forget that you have that product on your finger, and you'll mess up the whole process. And I'm just lazy and I will forget to wash my hands, and then I'll get it all over my clothes and stuff. So using a brush is so much better. And this is kind of like your little finger, because it's so round and it won't give you harsh edges, and it's really great to buff it in. What I also like is the fact that when you use this, you can blend it in so well because it is synthetic. Because it is synthetic, I find that it doesn't soak up a lot of the products, and all the products goes on to your skin. So it actually works really well. And I'll show you with concealer. Alright, so going in with Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline, I'm going to dab it underneath my eyes. And then around my nose. And then dabbing on some of my blemishes, especially dark spots like these. Alright, so first what I do is I use this round top kabuki and I just buff around the edges of the concealer. And what's really great with these precision brushes is that you can really get in to the upper part of your eye and clean up the makeup underneath without touching the makeup. So you're not smearing around the eyeliner or the shadow. So as you can see, it looks really, really great and very flawless. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And I'm going really, really gently. As you can see, there's no tugging on my eyes, because the synthetic fibers actually does all the job. And that's it. Like, how great does that look? Like, I love the fact that it looks flawless. And just the same, right underneath my nose, the crevices is really hard to get into. What I like to do is just put some concealer to cover the redness, as well as give it a drier finish, so that when I put powder on, the oil that will accentuate the crease won't accentuate it. And I love the fact that it's so soft. Alright, so now going on to just these imperfections like blemishes, broken capillaries, freckles, stuff like that. I like to use the flat top brush. The reason why I like to use the flat top brush is because the flat top has a little bit more movement. Even though it's still as dense, it gives you a little bit more movement. So you're not pulling away as much product, so you're leaving more product on your face rather than blending it completely away, such as a base or a concealer. So what I do is I simply just tap it on the blemishes with the concealer, and it just helps blend the concealer into the skin and really adhere to the blemishes. And as you can see, it's perfect. Alright, and then what I also like to do with this brush is to set these blemishes. Use a powder with the same brush, and then I just tap it on top in order to set the concealer in place. And this is going to set it in place all day long. Alright, so the next brush is the taper brush. I love this one. At first, I didn't know what I was going to use it for because it's so tiny. I know I can't use it for like just contouring because it's such a tiny brush. But actually, it's really great because it's synthetic, because it does have that denseness. It actually picks up really great pigments. So what I do like to use it for are really finely milled eyeshadow pigments. It's really hard to grab, and you know when you like to use eyeshadows and pigments with your fingers because it gives it such a better foil-like look? Well, this is going to give you that same effect. And so what I do is just I grab a little bit, and as you can see, just tapping it, you can see that it grabs it so well. And what I do is I just tap it into the inner corner. And see how great that looks. I love the fact that using this, it gives you that foil look. It gives you that look like you use your fingers, but the best part is the fact that it actually holds on to the pigments and doesn't cause any fallouts. So I would suggest using this for either glitter or pigments because it actually makes a big difference. The taper top actually gives it such a great control. Alright, so the last brush is the angled brush. The angled brush is actually one of my favorites. I know I've said it so many times, but this one's really great because I really felt like I didn't want to get this because for the whole set, it's actually $49 for all four, but if you purchase one, it's $14. And I was like trying to cut down on money and trying to not purchase so much because I have so many brushes. I was only going to purchase like the round top because I already love that one from the Sigmax, and the flat top. But I was like, oh, I really wanted to try it and then review it for you guys. So I actually bought all of them, and I'm really glad I did because this angled one is amazing. Okay, so I told you guys I love the Chanel Soleil Tan, the Illuminizer, and the reason why I love it is because it's a highlighter that is actually a liquid. This works so great. It works because the synthetic fibers does the blending for you, and it leaves the finish very flawless and very natural looking. And then I just tap it on to the highest part of my cheeks, just like that. Okay, and then instead of swiping it, I just continuously tap it. And the finish is just gorgeous. I really can't wait for you guys to try it out yourself and see how great they are. I wouldn't be sitting here telling you so much about how great they are and not talk about anything that I dislike about it if it wasn't actually this great. So again, these brushes are $49. They're available on sigmabeauty.com right now. For the promo code, visit the info box below and I'll have it there for you, as well as all of my other Sigma reviews is also in the info box. So I hope you guys find that this review was helpful in any way, especially since I did show you that it does make a difference on your face, how flawless it looks. This is the new technology in brushes, I believe, and for the price, I think it's extremely worth it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and that if you want to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!